Hello everybody. Today we are going to talk about the heart of the air garden system, how frequently you need to check it and look at it, and if you think it's not working, what you should do. So what part of the air garden am I referring to? It is the pump. Vital. It pumps the water from the base reservoir all the way to the top and delivers all the nutrients and obviously water, which the plants need to survive. So we recommend at least quarterly or between the seasons, so summer, spring, autumn, winter, you actually check your pump and give it a bit of a clean when you're cleaning your air garden system out. So matter of opening up, you're going to put your hand into that reservoir, you're going to unclip that hose fitting, and we're simply going to remove our pump from the system. Best thing is we don't actually have to take the entire air garden apart to do this. If you're doing it clean, obviously you're going to do that, but if you're just checking your pump, you can just pull it out. So there it is, we've pulled it out. So we want to pull it apart now to really start to give this little gem a bit of a clean. So we apply pressure through our forefingers there, and we'll see that the top of this simply comes off. Within that, we've got a little sponge that we want to take out. So we're going to put that on the floor in front of us. We also have our impeller. And to get this section out, again, we've got these two little sections here. We simply want to spin that, it'll lift up, and out will come our impeller and that little black section. So got a couple of parts here, guys, when we pull this apart. We've got a little black section, we've got our actual impeller, which is this bit here, which is obviously what turns the pump over. We've got our outside casing, we've got a little sponge. So you're going to want to grab your hose and go through and just thoroughly clean these 5 parts of your pump, okay? So first we're going to do our little sponge. Going to give that a good clean off, make sure there's no debris sitting in that, and it's nice and clean. So that's good to go. We're going to give this front facing cover a bit of a hose. Make sure your hose isn't on too high pressure. I'm going to give this next section a little bit of a clean, our impeller, and then into the body there. So I'm just holding that hose in and I'm giving it a good clean, okay? Now that that's all done, before we put this impeller back in, we just want to do a little bit of a check on it, okay? So this middle section will move, but we want to hold this black round section and apply a bit of pressure with our fingers, both left and right, to make sure that that's not slipping. So that's going to tell us that our impeller is in good working condition, okay? So we're applying a little bit of pressure there. That is the first thing that we're going to put back in to our system. So it's just a matter of pushing that all back in. And it's a little bit like, well, it is a lot like, it's got a magnet. So as I put that in, it'll start to grip, okay? You'll see that there's some little ridges here, either side. And again, I'm going to just, there it is there. And I've got these to hang on to. I'm going to simply push down and turn that up. So that's sitting in there, it's not moving around, it's nice and tight. Next, we're going to take that pad and put it back into our external cavity, okay? And we've got our flow rate dial on the outside. So it's going to be really important that once you put this cap back on, you can actually still move this flow rate dial. It's either max or minimum, but we have it about 3/4. That's our flow. So I'm going to put that back on, and again, we're just going to apply a little bit of pressure and clip that back on. So once we've done that, we want to make sure that we can actually still turn this flow rate dial now that everything is back together. So we can see it does stick a little bit, but don't be too worried about that. Just persist with it, give it a few turns, and make sure it is actually turning. So that's in the right place now, and that is as simple as it is to clean your pump. So we've done that in under 2 minutes. We know this guy's in great working order. We're going to put that back into the base reservoir, and our air garden is good to go.